everyone. So today we're going to just review more for parallel lines cut by a transversal 3.1. We've been noticing that not as many people have been joining the Google Hangout, which is okay, but you need to make sure that you're being proactive with your learning. The vocabulary words, you need to make sure that you're studying. So this video kind of just reviews all of that. So let's start by drawing two parallel lines, okay? And we'll draw a transversal, which is our line that intersects the parallel lines. And as you can see, it creates 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different angles. And actually, when I say different angles, what I'm trying to say is there's two different types of angles, okay? And as you can see, and this is where you really need to notice, there's an acute angle and there's an obtuse angle, okay? And notice that 2 and 4 look the same, therefore they are the same. Notice 1 and 3 look the same, okay? Instead of saying the same, I'm going to say congruent. So 6 and 8 are congruent as 5 is to 7. Okay, so that's very important for you to make sure that you're recognizing. Now let's talk about the angle relationships, and let's relate it all to angle 1. So angle 1 and angle, let's say 2. Notice where they are. They sit next to each other. Now, the first question you need to ask yourself, are they congruent? Are they the same? No, they're not congruent. Right away, one's acute and one is obtuse. Their total degrees makes a straight line, which tells us it's 180. So that gives me a hint that the angle relationship is supplementary angles. Okay, so that's 1 and 2. Let's talk about angle 1 and angle 3. Let's notice where they are from each other. Here's angle 1 and here's angle 3. So, first step, are they the same? Are they congruent? Yes, they are congruent. Next step after that, we need to determine, well, what is the angle relationship? Here's 1, here's 3. They're across from each other, therefore they are vertical. Vertical angles is the way that we would describe these two. The best way I can help you remember is, do you see how there's two V's? The V's touch. Okay, so that's a way you can think about it. Let's talk about the next angle relationship. Let's say angle 1 and angle 5. So let's look at 1. Okay, and let's look at 5. First step, are they congruent? Are they the same angle? Yes, they are congruent. That is always important to note first. Next, they are congruent. What relationship do they have? Well, they're on the same side of the transversal and they're the same angle. So we call these corresponding. They're almost like in the same place. And I'm going to write in quotes, they're the neighbors. I don't know why. I always think of corresponding angles like neighbors. They're neighbors to each other. They have the same looking house, right? On the corner, same kind of lot, right? Same side of the street. So they're the neighbors. Okay, let's talk about some other angles. Let's talk about, speaking of 5, 3 and 5. So now let's take a look inside. Do you guys see that here's kind of all outside? In here, this is the inside or the interior. So 3 and 5, they are on opposite sides and they're inside angles. So we call them alternate interior, right? Kind of like, I think of the word interior, like interior designer. They decorate the inside of your house. Interior angles on the inside. And we know they're also, I didn't say this before, I should have, they are congruent. They look exactly the same. Right? Same angle. Now let's talk about some other types of angles.